What's good, Cat? Having this your boy YouTube, man. Lil Uzi Vert and Rock Nation, they being sued. So Lil Uzi's personal assistant um uh has resigned and is now suing the shit out of Rock Nation and Lil Uzi. Um so the failure to reimburse business expenses, drug fueled retaliation. I wonder who's doing. Who's doing drugs. It can't be Uzi, bro. No way. Lil Uzi is a clean guy. A hostile work environment that ultimately led her to resignation. Now, we're coming out. They're coming out. She's saying that she's claiming that they sexually harassed her through text, verbal comments, forced to remain available 24/7 while traveling across the world, and working a lot of time. Why did they use this picture? Working a lot of time with no pay. So here it is. And she also filed this as a Jane Doe. I don't even think whoever came out and sued them is even revealing their name. They're suing as a Jane Doe. But this is the introduction to the whole trial. When plaintiff uh Doe was first offered the opportunity to work as defendant Woods. Now defendant Woods is Lil Uzi last name. I think Lil Uzi real name is Samir Woods or something like that. I think it's Samir, if I'm not mistaken. Um in February 2022, she knew that sleepless nights and long hours would be a part of the job. So be it. So she knew what she was signing up for. She still took the job. What she did not know and did not contemplate and could have not contemplated was the quick escalation of the job from intense and demanding, downright hostile and inappropriate handling of the situation and the relationship between her and Lil Uzi. Supported by the management team, Lil Uzi for 2 years hounded plaintiff Doe during her employment as his artist management coordinator with unwelcome sexual demands and advances such as the following. I sent you something on Vanish. Something on Vanish. When he say Vanish, is he talking about Instagram, right? I think he's talking about. Yeah, I think it's vanish mode on Instagram. Yeah, gotta be. Yeah, gotta be talking about that. I don't really use Instagram messaging like that, but I definitely think that this is talking about Instagram. He asked her, "Come rub me down before you leave." I'm by myself right now. Send me something. Send. He's by himself. Send him something. Come rub me down before you leave. Talking about like a massage. When he say come rub me down before, he's talking about like a body massage. I know sometimes I get tense up when I'm working long hours and stuff like that. I have my girl come massage me and stuff like that. Sometimes as men, we working, standing up, maybe sitting down, your posture not right. Sometimes you gotta get rubbed down and massage, right? That's what he's referring to, right? He's talking about like a nice shoulder rub, right? I'm by myself right now. Send me something. Uh, send me something. Maybe he's talking about like a DoorDash. Send me maybe a letter or something. I don't know. Let me see that booty. Oh. So he's okay. So maybe talking about booty pictures or something. I don't know. Maybe that's what talking about getting sent. But let me see that booty is. It's kind of crazy, bro. This can't be Lil Uzi talking like that. Ironically, defendant Woods himself summed up precisely how unlawful his perception and treatment of plaintiff Doe were when he wrote her, "You are more than my assistant. You are my bitch." Now that is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. Now let me finish reading the rest. Let me finish the rest before I even say what I gotta say. As the year progressed, defendant Woods continued to retaliate against plaintiff Doe by harassing her verbally. When defendant Woods was high on drugs such as Xannies, OxyContin, he would often subject plaintiff Doe to an endless barrage of hostile and abusive text messages. Defendant Woods' endless messages would leave plaintiff Doe wondering whether she was being terminated or whether defendant Woods was just upset. During one such text message in July of 2024, defendant Woods became angry that a member of his entourage was not provided a hotel room while under the influence. So I'm guessing while he was traveling, the assistant didn't book one of the rooms for his whole entourage, so somebody had to be sleeping on the floor. One of them niggas was sleeping on the floor in the hotel blanket, or they were sleeping on them little ass couches they have beside the hotel bed. This is what Lil Uzi sent to her. Stop being so fucking soft. This is me to you. No black rapper would be able to tell a white girl stop being soft. Well, today I am. Stop being soft. I don't care. You know. Wait. Let me read this. Let me read this in Lil Uzi voice, actually, so it sound more accurate. Stop being so fucking soft. This is me to you. No black rapper would be able to tell a white girl stop being soft. Well, today I am. Stop being soft. I don't care if you mad, sad, cry, whatever. You a girl, you supposed to. When plaintiff Doe apologized for the oversight, defendant Woods responding, you are more than my assistant. You are my bitch. This is kind of crazy. Let's yeah, that's pretty much it right there, man. So I'm guessing that the dynamic of the relationship was Lil Uzi was being a little bit aggressive and talking to her kind of crazy, like she complained. But see, this is one of them situations that we don't know the dynamic of their relationship because Lil Uzi is a little sassy from what I know and what I've seen from Lil Uzi. I've been listening to this nigga for years, and he can be a little sassy. The nigga is a little brat. This is probably the baddest bitch. This nigga, Lil Uzi a better bitch than his girl JT, bro. I don't know if they still together or whatever, but this nigga's a bad bitch, bro. And if she signed up for this job, she should have knew that. This nigga talk about being drugs. A lot of these, being on drugs. A lot of these rappers are on drugs. They do stuff like that. So I'm not really surprised by this, but also I want you before I even say anything about this or anybody makes anything up, we gotta understand the dynamic because we don't know if that assistant was making any advances on Lil Uzi. We don't know what she was saying to Lil Uzi. Maybe she was trying to, maybe she fucked him. We don't know. And now that she's not his manager anymore or she resigned from this position, this is like a lot of these cases. Once these people work with these artists and these big names, once they're done working with them, then they try to come back and compensate or claim and sue that they were mistreated. Not saying that she wasn't mistreated, but we see this a lot. We see this in a lot of in a lot of situations. So I don't know. Maybe she was doing her job correctly, and she's just telling the whole truth, or maybe she was getting involved with Lil Uzi on a different level that we don't know about. And if you're suing, of course, she's not gonna say everything and explain everything that she was involved in. We're just gonna see everything from a surface level. And of course, when artists like this or Rock Nation or somebody comes out and they blow the whistle, we're not gonna see both sides of it. It's just gonna paint the story and the image on Lil Uzi a lot much worse than it probably is. Not saying that it isn't, but of course his name is going to be used for a story and the bashfulness of his name. I'm not that's the right word for it. It's going to be used on him to create a bigger story, and it's just bad PR for the artist because the plaintiff has nothing to lose. We don't even know her name. It's just Jane Doe right now. So this is one of the situations you have to take the time. We need if they go to court, we have to hear about the trial, listen to the trial, and we get more information. But as of now, this is not a good look for Rock Nation or Little Uzi. This is not a good PR. So let me know what y'all think about the situation. Any comments or concerns, anything like that, leave them in the comment section below. It's your boy Cal. Have a man. I'll see y'all in the next one.